Now, on this issue of filming the deportation, they've already allowed the media to film the riot police and so on, and now the whole thing will go out on YouTube. Chris Bowen explains it this way.
It's very important and only fair to people in the region contemplating whether to take the boat journey that we make it clear that this is real. This is serious and occurring, and the government's policies are being implemented. And there's no starker or more effective way to do that than to film the transfer in operation.
And you might recall during the Howard years, they also had the same view, that you had to scare these people away, and this is the way that they went about it.
My cousin took his wife and children on a boat with hundreds of people on it. Many people drowned. I don't know if they made it.
So, sharks or riot police, which is going to be the most effective?
I think it's kind of interesting that, you know, media organisations aren't allowed into detention centres with a camera. I mean, you know, that just doesn't happen. And yet, video footage of these people is being put up on YouTube. I mean, we've got to arrive at some sort of resolution as to what the privacy issues are here and allow everybody to ignore them. And
it's also terrible that, you know, when you look at that, just to think that after all of the teeth gnashing, after all of the suffering, all of the pain of all of this, we're essentially back to the same point.
And over such a small number of people,
yeah,
I mean...
The government ought to admit that basically what it is now doing is admitting the whole pull factor argument that the opposition was running for a long time has actually been effectively true. And they're now all about trying to remove that pull factor.
100% pull factors is now pretty much what the government is attributing the increase in boat numbers to. It's a total reversal.
They do well to just admit that.
All of their arguments over the Rudd era, and they have absolutely failed to acknowledge that. I mean, that's one of the, you know, that is one of the inconsistencies that is driving this circumstance.
I assume that Julie Gillard, who likes looking tough, will be tough, but I think she'll draw the line at a photo opportunity where she's actually herding the children onto the plane with a cattle prod.
Yeah, she's been pretty consistent on all of this, actually. I mean, this is the woman who drafted Mark Latham's immigration policy, and in the 2004 National ALP Convention, when the left faction got together to vote on the immigration policy, the vote was something like, you know, 160 to 1, and the one was Julia Gillard.